Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having an awesome day or night depending on when you're watching this video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Enola Holmes. While searching for her missing mother, teen Enola Holmes uses her skills to outsmart her big brother Sherlock and help a runaway lord. So this movie was released on September 23rd on Netflix, and back then when it was released, I saw it the day of the release, but I didn't have time to review because I was preparing for my Halloween series that I did, and I had all the notes written down, and I just really had to review this movie because I really had fun with it, and I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it. I first want to say that I love the overall vibe that this movie has, and how everything kind of matches, how witty it is, and how fun and whimsical it is. I feel like the directing style, the way it was written, the characters, and even the font used in the movie, it all just works really well. And something that I can honestly really say about this movie is that the movie understands what type of tone it's trying to have, and it never misses in that. The entire way through it's the same exact tone. It has great pacing and it really knows what type of tale it wants to tell, and I loved it for that because it ended up being a really fun movie. I also want to say that I loved the musical score. Every single time that I write my little talking points for my reviews, I try to listen to the musical score of the movie, and it kind of just brought me back to the movie. Daniel Pemberton, he's the one that wrote the score of the movie, and I thought it was phenomenal. It really added to that whimsical vibe that this movie has. And my favorite score to listen to is Enola's theme, which is titled Wild Child, and I just think it's amazing, and it just really added to the scene, and it was sweet when it needed to be, and it was very lighthearted, and I just really loved all of that. And I think the story overall is very charming, and it's very inspiring as well. It has a lot to say about individualism and freedom and equality, and I think what they were able to do with that was very awesome, and it just brought a huge smile to my face as I watched this. I saw this with my family, and we saw this right after watching The Devil All the Time, which if you've seen my review on that, I didn't think that movie was that great, and even if I had enjoyed it, it's a very dark movie, and just watching Enola Holmes right after was honestly a breath of fresh air because it was just so fantastic. And a huge reason why it brought a huge smile to my face was because of the memorable characters that I think were played and written really well. First off, we have Enola Holmes, who is played by Millie Brown, and I love her character. She was really awesome to follow along with, and I loved every second of it. I felt like I was her best friend, and that's also just due to the editing and the directing that was done with the movie. She was easily my favorite character, and usually the main character of a movie isn't my favorite. I usually like the side characters, but I really just loved her. Like, she just kicked ass, and I'm somebody that's very familiar with Sherlock Holmes, and I loved that they were able to tell a story with his sister because I had never read any of the books, and she's honestly never been mentioned in any of the movies that I've seen Sherlock with, to my understanding. I'm not like the expert of the Holmes family, but I just loved following her, and I do hope that they continue the Enola Holmes movies, like possibly as a franchise on Netflix. I feel like that would be very fun because I feel like the story lends itself to having a lot of adventures, and Enola is just somebody that's great to lead. And Millie Brown is just awesome in everything that she does, and I loved her in this role. She just fits perfectly. I also like Louis Partridge's character, and I might butcher his name, but Tewksbury, is that how you say it? Like, they said it a million times in the movie, but I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Oh well. And I loved him, and I loved his connection with Enola Holmes and their chemistry together. They were just great from the beginning all the way to the end, and they were so much fun to go through this whole story with, and I absolutely loved that. And something that I loved too was that they didn't push a relationship onto them, but it was just a very loving friendship, and if they do continue it, I could see how this could become more than just a friendship, but I liked how they just kept it as friends, and I thought everything that they did with them was really sweet and really well done. However, my problem with the movie actually comes with his character, and the main problem that I have with this movie, and honestly I think it might be the only one, is that the movie kind of takes a shift. I talked about in the beginning how the tone is always the same, and that's true. Even when it makes this plot shift, the tone is still there, it's still fun, it's still whimsical, but in the synopsis I read that it's about a missing mother, Enola's missing mom, and that's basically how it's marketed as, and I feel like that was very false marketing because I would honestly say that's about 20% of the movie, because yeah, it does start off as being a tale to try to find her mom, and you start learning about all these clues, and you know, her mom leaves little things here and there, and you understand that Enola has a huge huge connection to her mother, and the little that the mother came out, I thought they did a really good job in developing their relationship. But then when she meets this character, it kind of just changes to his motive and his whole plot, and I'm not going to really elaborate on that because this is a non-spoiler review and I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody, but it just kind of shifts to his narrative, and she's basically helping him, his mission. And I'm not gonna lie, it was still really fun to follow him. I found a lot of enjoyment in that plot, and when it was resolved, I honestly enjoyed the entire thing through. But the movie was ending and I was like, wait, what about her mom? And then they kind of just wrap it up really quickly, probably in the last 10 minutes, and I was like, this is not the movie I signed up for in a way. Like, I'm happy with the outcome and I had a lot of fun with the movie, but it just like felt like they just marketed it completely wrong. And I feel like if they had just marketed it as just an adventure with Enola Holmes, maybe it would have been better, because I was honestly expecting to be a great mystery about the missing mom, and then this character comes in and that's completely forgotten about, to the point where they don't even mention it that much, and it's kind of like, really? You don't mention it? I mean, I still had fun with it, it's just that's where my negative with this movie comes. But back to the characters, and then Henry Cavill plays Sherlock Holmes, and I thought he was perfect in the role as well. I really liked seeing him in this role, and it was just also a lot of fun, and I liked his relationship with Enola Holmes. And then, you know, you have the other brother who's played by Sam Claflin, and he's the most punchable dude in this movie. Like, the entire way through, I just wanted to end his entire life because he was awful. And I honestly like seeing all of these three siblings because, like I said, I never knew anything about them. I just knew about Sherlock Holmes, and it was interesting that we got to know more about the other ones. And I also love the breaking of the fourth wall. It's done a lot with Enola, and it kind of feels like she's giving us the inside scoop as to what's happening, because she whispers to us, or she's riding her bike and she's like, hey, this is where it all begins. And I don't know, I just felt like it was very nice, and it goes back to how I was saying, like, it felt like I was friends with Enola. And breaking the fourth wall, it sometimes doesn't work. Like, I feel like it sometimes just takes me out of the movie, but for this one it actually took me completely in, and I was really a huge fan of it. And overall, I just love how the themes are all tied together and the story itself is tied together, and it was just a great movie. I'm gonna give this movie a B+. I think this movie would have gotten a higher grade if it wasn't for that complete plot shift, because I did wish we would have gotten more about the mother's disappearance. And then when we do find out kind of what happened to her, I was like, oh, I would have kind of liked to see a little bit more of that. But who knows, maybe if they make another movie, they kind of know how to market the movie better. Thank you guys so much for watching today's review, and thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I cannot believe that I have 200 subscribers, and last time I checked I have like 205 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. It means the absolute world. And I just want to say, because I know a lot of people found my channel through my 31 nights of horror movie reviews, I'm not posting daily anymore. I'm going back to how I used to post Mondays and Fridays, but sometimes I'll pop in an extra video here and there, because honestly sometimes I just have so many movies I want to talk about and so many video ideas. I just cannot wait for the next Monday or the next Friday. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications if you're new here, because it'll notify you exactly when I upload. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and make sure to let me know down below what you guys thought of Enola Holmes, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me or if you disagree, because we all have different tastes in movies and it's just for the better good. And I also want to say that I got Letterboxd. You guys told me to get Letterboxd. I just got it, and by the time I'm filming this video I haven't even set it up yet, so I don't know my username or anything, but I'm gonna put it right here and you guys can go follow me. It doesn't have anything. I'm gonna like fix it and add lists and stuff, but I'll be reviewing movies there faster. So like every single time I watch a movie, I'll try my best to review it on there for you guys, because I obviously can't make a video of every single movie that I watch, because if not, there would be way too many videos on this channel. And I would love to follow you guys, so let me know what your Letterboxd is down below, and I'll go ahead and follow you guys and see your list and all of that. So yeah, thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll make sure to see you guys on Friday. Bye guys.